When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Alfredo Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegheny, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegheny, PA.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow dine at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 22250 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's a go.
The Bulldogs are looking to even their record at 500, while the Dragons are in search of win number 1 on the young season. Warren hosts Meadville in the Region 6 opener as the North Washington Rodeo presents high school baseball next on the YDL Sports Network. Providing in-depth audio, video, and written coverage of high school and small college sports across Western Pennsylvania. The YDL Sports Network. If you love sports, this is the place to be. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is finally a beautiful day here in northwestern Pennsylvania to get some District 10 baseball in. The North Washington Rodeo presents high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network. The North Washington Rodeo will take place August 12th through the 16th. Come see your favorite events, including bronc riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates open at 6 with the show starting at 8. For more information, go to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. This is the Warren Forest Higher Education Council pregame show. For 40 years, the Warren Forest High Ed Council has been your access to lifelong learning. Registration for SkillQuest Career Exploration and Summer Camps is open now. Reserve your student spot today. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register. You're on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort. WarrenTireCenter.com. Welcome into the Rehab Center broadcast booth. Chiropractors caring for health, the RehabCenters.com. Brian Hagberg with you on the YDL Sports Network, getting set for this District 10 Region 6 matchup between the visiting Meadville Bulldogs and the homestanding Warren Dragons. It's the home opener for the Dragons in search of win number 1 on the season and for the career of new head coach Johnny White. And they'll be taking on a familiar foe in the Meadville Bulldogs, come in at 1-2 overall. And again, should be a good one out here today. This game was supposed to take place originally on Tuesday, I believe, and weather being what it is here in northwestern Pennsylvania, it's been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and finally going to get this one in here. And actually, it's going to be part of a twin bill going on here up at the Legion Field complex as Warren and Meadville softball are just about set to get underway behind us here. And we will try to keep you updated with score updates on that game as it goes on and as we progress through this one. And so the lineups have been exchanged. We are about 5 minutes or so away from first pitch here at Legion Field. Again, season just getting underway, and of course, weather being what it is this time of year up here in this area of Pennsylvania, lots of postponements and makeups and rescheduling and postponing again. So glad we can bring this one to you here on the YDL Sports Network. And as we get set for the teams to take the field for warm-ups prior to first pitch, we're going to step aside. This is high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow down at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 2225 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's a go.
We think Ross Background Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Yeah, welcome back here to Legion Field in Warren. Just about set to start this, the District 10 Region 6 matchup between the Dragons and the visiting Meadville Bulldogs. Let's take a look now at the starting lineup first for Meadville. Leading off and playing center field is Jacoby Thompson. Doing the catching and batting second is Braden Miller. Henry Biggs DeSantis bats third, plays first. AJ Filippa will do the cleanup duties today and play second base. And on the mound this afternoon is Rocco Woodrow. He'll be batting fifth. Batting sixth and playing shortstop is Ian Miller. Colin Reichel bats seventh, plays right field. In left field and batting eighth is Nick Engels. And rounding out the lineup, playing third base, Aiden Kleist. And they will be facing on the mound for the Dragons this afternoon, Carter Cochran. No wins, no losses on the season. Has 4 1/3 innings pitched, has given up 5 hits, walked 1, struck out 4, and enters this one with a 1.62 ERA. And so the throw is down, and Jacoby Thompson will step in to lead things off against Carter Cochran. Top of the first inning here from Legion Field. So Thompson, Miller, and Biggs DeSantis due up for the Bulldogs. Cochran winds and delivers the opening pitch. And it is driven into center field and caught there by Charlie Blum. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Cochran to get this one started. Batting second for the Bulldogs, Braden Miller. 300 average so far in the young season. Has driven in 4. Cochran winds up, fires, and Miller takes that for a strike. Defensively for the Dragons, behind Cochran on the infield, Brock Bryan at third base, Brady Sheen at short, as that one's lined right to Brock Bryan at third, and he makes the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down so far for this one. At second base for the Dragons is Jacob Franklin. Colin Zarko at first. Eli Snyder behind the dish for Cochran. We'll get to the outfield here in just a second as Henry Biggs DeSantis steps in, the first baseman. Takes up high for a ball. Biggs DeSantis batting .400 on the year. The 1-0 taken for a strike. Cochran winds and fires. Up high, runs the count to 2-1. Two one, swung on and missed, evens the count at 2-2. And across the outfield for the Dragons, left to right, Felix Valencia, Charlie Blum, and Brady Chase. The 2-2. Outside, fills up the count. Payoff pitch coming from Carter Cochran is fouled back and out of play. No one on, 2 away here, top of the first inning. Cochran delivers full count to Biggs DeSantis. He pokes that one into right field. That one's going to be down for a base hit. Chase a little trouble with it out there in right, but will hold Biggs DeSantis to a single. Runner on first, 2 away for A.J. Filippa, the Bulldogs' second baseman. Takes a strike. Filippa comes in hitting .273. Has 1 RBI so far this season. Breaking pitch misses outside. One and one coming to Filippa. It's up high for ball 2. Biggs DeSantis on first with a 2-out single. And he takes off for second. Throw down is behind Franklin at second base. Biggs DeSantis going to stay there. So now a runner in scoring position and a 3-1 count to Filippa at the plate. Cochran delivers, and it's fouled back out of play. Full count to Filippa. 2 away, runner on second base. Carter Cochran looking to get out of this first inning is up high, and that is a walk for A.J. Filippa. So 2 on, 2 away now as Rocco Woodrow steps in. Cochran delivers. That ball is skied, but out of play. 2 on, 2 away for Woodrow. Top of the first inning. Carter Cochran on the mound, facing his mound opponent, and that pitch is fouled back and out of play. So big pitch coming here from Cochran, has a chance to get out of this inning. And he gets Woodrow swinging, strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left on for the Bulldogs in the top of the first inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. It's high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Alfredo Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegany, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegany, PA. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Welcome back here to Legion Field in Warren. That's about set to start the bottom of the first inning. No score between the Dragons and the Meadville Bulldogs. Starting lineup for Warren, leading off and doing the catching, Elijah Snyder. Batting second and playing shortstop is Brady Sheen. The pitcher, Carter Cochran, bats third. Tage Wyman will clean up and be the designated hitter for center fielder Charlie Blum. The third baseman, Brock Bryan, bats fifth. Colin Zadarko bats sixth, plays first base. The left fielder, Felix Valencia, batting seventh. The right fielder, Brady Chase, batting eighth. And rounding out the lineup playing second base is Jacob Franklin. They will be facing Rocco Woodrow, comes in with a record of 1-1. In 9 1/3 innings pitched so far this season, he's given up 4 hits, walked 10, struck out 17, and has an ERA of 3.75. So it'll be Snyder, Sheen, and Cochran due up for the Dragons. Snyder comes in batting .714 with a home run and 5 RBIs so far. And he puts that one down the third base line. It is fielded there by Kleist over to first in time for the out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Woodrow. That'll bring up the shortstop, Brady Sheen. Sheen comes in batting .286. And it takes the first pitch for a strike. Woodrow's 0-1 bounces off the plate. And it is 1-1 to Brady Sheen. And 1-1 catches the inside corner for a strike, 1-2. Defensively for the Bulldogs, behind Woodrow on the infield, Kleist at third, Ian Miller at short, Falepa at second, and Biggs DeSantis at first. The 1-2 Up high, evens count at 2-2. Across the outfield, left to right, is Ingles, Thompson, and Reichel. And Braden Miller doing the catching for Rocco Woodrow. 2-2 from Woodrow. DeSheen is swung on and missed for out number 2. And that will bring up Carter Cochran, the Dragon pitcher this afternoon. He comes in batting .286. Lefty against lefty. And that pitch is up high. The 1-0 from Woodrow. Well inside again on Cochran. Runs the count to 2-0. Nobody on, 2 outs here, bottom of the first inning. And Cochran able to check his swing there. 3-0 count. And a 3-0 right down the middle for strike one as Cochran taken all the way. Dragons looking for a base runner here in bottom of the first inning. 3-1. And Cochran pokes that one down the first baseline. Biggs DeSantis in a foot race, and he wins it for the out. 1-2-3 inning for Rocco Woodrow. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. And we head to the top of the second, no score. Dragons and Bulldogs due up for Meadville. Ian Miller, Colin Reichel, and Nick Engels. It's high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo. Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community, help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
Back here at Legion Field in Warren as we start the second inning between the Dragons and Meadville. No score here on this baseball game. In the softball game over behind us, been told it's 2-0 Meadville through the top of the first inning there. A couple of bloop singles, scored a pair of runs. And from the sounds of things, somebody's truck may have just taken a foul ball. Hopefully the vehicle's okay there for them, but 2-0 Meadville after the top of the first inning in softball. No score here on the baseball diamond. Dragons and Bulldogs as we start the second inning. It is Ian Miller, Colin Reichel, and Nick Engels due up for Meadville facing Carter Cochran. And that pitch catches the inside corner for a strike. Shortstop Ian Miller comes in batting .231, has 5 RBI on the year. And the 0-1 is in the dirt. So 1-1 coming to Ian Miller. Cochran delivers, and it's a strike. And I think as Cochran delivers the 1-2, puts that one in the dirt, but I think the Dragon Baseball boosters here are trying to bleed my wallet dry. They've got the grill set up right behind our broadcast booth here, and so I've been smelling nothing but Italian sausage frying since we showed up here this afternoon, and might have to sample some of that later. The 2-2 is low and away, fills up the count. Was just reminded not to forget to tell you about the fresh peppers and onions they're grilling along with that Italian sausage. So if you happen to be in the area and are in the mood for an early dinner, stop on by the concession stand as the 3-2 pitch is fouled back and Snyder squeezes the glove for the strikeout. Second of the game for Cochran. And that will bring up the right fielder, Colin Reichel, hitting .333 so far this season. First pitch to Reichel is low for a ball. The 1-0 is fouled back. So the 1-1 now from Cochran to Reichel is taken for a strike. Cochran ahead now 1-2 to Reichel. And that is fouled back and out of play. Still 1-2 to Reichel. One away here, top of the second inning. And he takes low for ball 2. Cochran's 2-2. Big breaking pitch, and he gets him a called strike 3. Kind of a subdued strikeout call there from the plate umpire, but stands nonetheless. 2 straight strikeouts for Cochran to start this second inning. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Nick Engels. Still searching for his first hit of the season. And he puts that one right back up the middle on the first pitch he sees and ends his hitless drought to start the year with a 2-out single. Second straight inning, the Bulldogs have gotten a 2-out single. And so now it'll be the third baseman, Aiden Kleist. Comes in hitting .222. 2 outs and a runner on first. And he takes a strike. Looks like Cochran having a little jewelry malfunction there. Maybe the bling didn't have the strength to hold on. Looked like he was taking the necklace off. Now the 0-1 to Kleist is popped up down the right field line. And too far out of reach. But runs the count to 0-2. Oh, 2 coming from Cochran to Kleist. Another big breaking ball and called strike 3. Cochran strikes out the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. In the top of the second, we head to the bottom of the second. No score between the Bulldogs and Dragons. It's high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us and rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Welcome back to Legion Field here in Warren, bottom of the second between the Dragons and Meadville Bulldogs. No score here on this game. Got an update from the Meadville-Warren softball game that's going on right behind us. After 1 inning of play, it is Warren 3, Meadville 2. Alana Stewart with a 3-run home run for the Dragons to give them the lead after they fell behind 2-0 in the top of the first inning. As we head to the bottom of the second here, on the baseball diamond, it is Tage Wyman, Brock Bryan, and Colin Zdarko due up for the Dragons facing Rocco Woodrow. And Woodrow's first pitch to Wyman is low for a ball. Woodrow gets Wyman to swing and miss at the 1-0. Wyman comes into this one hitting .333 so far this season. And takes a strike on the outside corner. Woodrow goes up 1-2 to the Dragons cleanup hitter. And leaves that one up high for ball 2. Woodrow delivers the 2-2 to Wyman. It's swung on and missed for strike 3. Second strikeout for Woodrow. And that will bring up the third baseman, Brock Bryan, the freshman, hitting .400 so far this season as an RBI. He takes up high for a ball. The 1-0 to Bryan is in the dirt for ball 2. Dragons still searching for their first base runner of this ball game. Woodrow with the 2-0. Pulls the string a little bit and gets a strike. It's 2-1 now to Brock Bryan. He pops that one down the right field line, but out of play. Well, even the count at 2-2. Woodrow winds and fires and gets a swing and a miss. And Braden Miller able to pick up the third strike for out number 2. It's 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning for Colin Zdarko. Yeah, he takes a strike. Dragons first baseman hitting 143 so far this season. Has driven in a pair. And takes that one on the outside corner. It's quickly 0-2. Woodrow looking to answer Cochran and strike out the side here. The 0-2 delivery is swung on and missed, and he does strike out the side. 3 up, 3 down in inning number 2. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We head to the third. It is no score between Warren and Meadville High School baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
And welcome back here to Legion Field in Warren. Just about set to start the third inning with Meadville and Warren. No score between the Bulldogs and Dragons. It's District 10 Region 6 matchup. Brian Hagberg with you here on the YDL Sports Network. And top of the lineup due up here for the Bulldogs, Thompson, Miller, Biggs, DeSantis. Thompson flew out to center his first time up. First pitch he saw. Put it right at Charlie Brom in center field. And puts this one down the third base line. Brian up with it over to first and off the mark. And Thompson going to try to take second. And he will get there. So that looks like a single and an error will put Thompson on second base.
I knew he's fast. He's the quarterback. He's the shotgun quarterback.
So that'll bring up Braden Miller. He lined out to third his first time up. Cochran gets him to wave at the first pitch. So the 0-1 coming to Miller outside for a ball. Bulldogs threatening here in the third. Thompson, the leadoff man, with an infield single, advanced to second on an error. And Miller pokes that one down the left field line, but foul, just foul. So now Cochran ahead 1-2. So 1-2 now on Braden Miller. Nobody out, runner on second, top of the third inning, no score. And Thompson takes off for third, and he's going to get there as Snyder had that one pop out of his glove. And count now at 2-2. And a runner 90 feet away for Braden Miller. And he takes that one for ball 3. Payoff pitch coming from Cochran. Breaking ball just missed up high. And that will send Miller down to first with a walk.
I can't see the whole jump. 24.
And so we're going to have a courtesy runner check in here for Meadville. That is number 24, Geo Giles, running for Miller. As Henry Biggs DeSantis steps in, singled and stole second in the first inning. Comes up with nobody out, takes a strike on the first pitch, has runners at the corners, nobody away here in the third. Biggs DeSantis has a chance to break this game wide open here for the Bulldogs. Pokes that one into shallow right and down for a base hit. Thompson will score easily. And Giles will be held up at first, so it is an RBI single for Biggs DeSantis.
That was still a line drive, but it was like a soft. And it both looks like you don't know. It looks like two. Yeah. That was like where he got it. Took the all shot on the brain.
Still no outs here in the third inning as that pitch skied into right. And unable to make the catch is Franklin, but they're going to get Biggs DeSantis as he had to hold up and wait to see if that ball was going to be caught. So that'll put runners at the corners as Giles goes down to third. And Woodrow steps in. He skies that one. Brian under it at third and makes the catch. And now it'll be the shortstop, Ian Miller. Struck out his first at bat. And he pokes that one down the right field line. That's going to be down for a base hit. Giles will score. So it's an RBI single for Ian Miller.
You see that thing check? It looked like he hit like a chip on the brain that just stuck to it. What do you say, CR? Come on, man.
It'll be Colin Reichel stepping in. 2 away. Runners at the corners, and he fouls that one back. As Miller had taken off for second.
Both 44 and the last guy had well placed.
Miller was just going to hang out there on second base, wait for somebody to tell him to go back, see if he couldn't maybe sneak that advancement in. But that pitch catches the inside corner for a strike. The 0-2 grounded to short, and able to come up with it is Brady Sheen, but he was heading to second to get the steal, and that's going to allow Filippa to come home for the third run of the inning. Nick Engel swings and misses at the first pitch. Runners at first and second for Ingles. Meadville leading 3-0 here, top of the third. 2 away. And they send Miller back to second. And the 0-1 outside for a ball. One and one from Cochran is low for a ball. And Snyder lost it there for a second. Now they've got him in a rundown at first is Reichel. And they say no, that they missed the tag. And so now the runners are at second and third. Miller at third, Reichel at second, Engels at the plate. 1-1 count. Takes up high for ball 2. No. 2-1 to Ingles is ripped up the middle. Fielded there by Sheen and on to first for the third out of the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits and an error and 2 left on for the Bulldogs here in the third. They take a 3-0 lead over the homestanding Dragons. And we head to the bottom of the third inning. It is Meadville 3, Warren 0. High school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow down at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 22250 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's a go. With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
The 3-1 third inning has Meadville in front of Warren 3-0. Dragons coming up here in the home half. Bottom of the Dragons lineup due up: Valencia, Chase, and Franklin. And Valencia takes a strike from Rocco Woodrow. Comes in hitting .500. That's the Dragons left fielder. And that pitch in the dirt for a ball. So 1-1 to Felix Valencia. Leading off the bottom of the Dragons third. He swings and misses at that pitch. Woodrow winds and fires the 1-2. Gets a swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. 4th straight strikeout. And Dragons still looking for their first base runner of the game. I'll look to Brady Chase, the right fielder. Takes first pitch in the dirt. The 1-0 to Chase. Inside for ball 2. Yeah, 2 O's in there for a strike. And that pitch catches the outside corner, evens the count at 2-2. 2-2 from Woodrow. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That is 5 straight for Woodrow. And now second baseman Jacob Franklin will step in. Still looking for his first hit this season, but has a .500 on base percentage with 4 walks on the year. Swings and misses at the first pitch. The 0-1 coming to Franklin, and he pokes that one down the left field line, but foul and out of play. And the 0-2 coming to Franklin. And he's unable to check his swing. And for the second straight inning, Woodrow strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 straight strikeouts. That's 6 in a row now for Rocco Woodrow. And Meadville leads Warren 3-0 as we head to the 4th inning. High school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Alfredo Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegany, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegany, PA.
Three nothing. Meadville leads Warren as we head to the top of the 4th inning here at Legion Field. It'll be Kleist, Thompson, and Miller due up for the Bulldogs. Facing Carter Cochran. And just got word that bottom of the 2nd inning and over in the softball game behind us, and it is 6-2 Warren leading Meadville there. Kleist squares and then pulls back and takes a ball to start off the 4th inning. 3 runs in the 3rd for the Bulldogs. Have them in front. The 1-0 swung on and missed. The 1-1 skied under first base and caught there by Zadarko. So 1 away here in the 4th. And we turn the lineup over. It's Jacoby Thompson. Singled and scored last inning. He puts down a bunt right down the first base line. Cochran up with it, flips over to first, and Franklin unable to hold on to it there. I think Thompson would have beaten it out anyway. One out bunt single. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I mentioned they've been teasing me with this grill right behind us. Just got brought an Italian sausage sandwich, thanks to the Dragon Baseball boosters, and the throw down by Snyder, and Zadarko unable to pick that. And Thompson will head down to second. So Thompson now in scoring position. Braden Miller rips that one into left field. Valencia back, and he's not going to get there. It is a 2-run home run for Braden Miller, and the Bulldogs have a 5-0 lead. So a one out, 2-run dinger for Braden Miller has increased the Meadville lead to 5-0. And Henry Biggs DeSantis will step in. 2 for 2 so far this afternoon. Takes up high for a ball. And that one fouled back out of play. Biggs DeSantis singled in the first, singled in the third, drove in a run with that RBI single in the third, and he lines that one just under the glove of Brock Bryan at third base.
Well, it's not just catching it, though. He could have knocked it down that got still up. So it wasn't that he had to catch it clean, he just had to stop it. Kind of like the Meadville did.
And so 1 on, 1 out for AJ Filippa. Walked and reached on an error. Fouls that one back. And Filippa also scored in the third inning. Yeah, breaking pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now on Filippa. The 0-2 to Filippa is down in the dirt. Good stop there by Snyder. Keeps Biggs DeSantis at first. It's 1-2 now for Filippa. And he grounds that one to second, and Franklin has a little trouble with it. Gets the flip over to Sheen for the force out.
There wouldn't have been a guy at baseball time. Yeah. Well, the fly ball that Brady chased called him on. Because he got the guy out. Oh, that's true. Yeah, because the guy was stuck.
It's 2 outs now as Rocco Woodrow steps in. And gets a little piece of that off the end of the bat, but foul. Filippa at first. And that one is grounded to second. Franklin up with it Over to Zadarko at first for out number 3. And so the Bulldogs, 2 runs on 2 hits. The big one, the 2-run home run from Braden Miller. 1 left on in the 4th inning. We'll head to the home half, and it is 5-0. Meadville leading Warren. High school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo. Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBF? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
Bottom of the 4th inning here at Legion Field in Warren. Meadville leads Warren 5-0. Top of the Dragons lineup due up here with Snyder, Sheen, and Cochran. Dragons still looking for their first base runner here against Rocco Woodrow. Has struck out 6 straight so far. And Snyder takes the ball. And Snyder with the Dragons' first hit pokes that one into center field. And so that takes away perfection for Woodrow, ends the strikeout streak, and gets the Dragons their first base runner of the ball game. And now shortstop Brady Sheen will step in. He squares the bunt. Woodrow throws over to first, and Snyder just got back in time. And that's the thing you got to watch out for with those southpaws on the mound. They can fire over to first quickly. Woodrow nearly had Snyder picked off there. And that pitch gets behind Miller, and now Snyder will end up at second base. So 1-0 now to Brady Sheen. Squares the bunt, pulls back, and fouls it away. Nearly a nice little bare hand grab there by the umpire behind home plate. Just couldn't put the squeeze on it. So 1-1 now to Sheen. As Snyder at second. Dragons looking to cut into this 5-0 deficit as Sheen fouls that one back. Falls behind 1-2. Here's some cheers from the softball field behind us, so we'll try to get another update. Our last update, it was 6-2 Warren leading Meadville in the bottom of the second there. The 1-2 coming to Sheen. Catches the outside corner for strike 3. So 1 out now for Carter Cochran as Snyder at second. Takes a ball. Cochran grounded out to first, his first at bat. And was able to check his swing there. 2-0 now to Cochran. And that pitch inside for ball 3. I heard Johnny White down at third base saying, I need base runners, and that one's high, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Carter Cochran. So 2 on and 1 out here for Tage Wyman, and we're going to have a mound visit. As Tartaglione's going to come out and talk to Woodrow, see if there's a pitching change here. Maybe just a strategy discussion for the Bulldogs. Quick mound visit. And no change is being made, so 2 on, 1 out for the designated hitter, Tage Wyman. Woodrow checks the runners and delivers a strike. And a little delay there as the umpire's getting his mask ready. Now Wyman will step back in. And that pitch low and inside for a ball. So 1-1 to Wyman. 1 out. Runners on first and second. And a little breaking pitch. Wyman swinging. And Snyder is out at third. Miller was able to recover and throw out Snyder going for third. For the second out. Now we're going to have a conference here. It looks like there's a question about something. Not sure what the discussion's about.
That's what I thought. This was on a wild
Short discussion. And apologize, failed to note that Charlie Blum came in as a courtesy runner for Carter Cochran. He's out at second base now with 2 away. And a 1-2 count. And it appears that that's the question, is that because Wyman is the DH for Blum, Blum cannot be used as the courtesy runner. So and so now coming in as a courtesy runner is number 5, Aaron Sheen. So he's at second. 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th. Meadville leading 5-0. A 1-2 count on the designated hitter, Tage Wyman. Woodrow just misses the outside corner there, runs the count to 2-2. 2-2 is grounded to second. Fleppa up with it and on to first for the out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. In the fourth inning for the Dragons, we head to the fifth, and it's 5-0 Meadville. This is high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us and rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Top of the fifth inning here. Meadville leading Warren 5-0. It is Ian Miller, Colin Reichel, and Nick Engels due up for the Bulldogs, facing Carter Cochran. And gotta say, got a chance to sample a couple of bites of that sausage sandwich in the inning break there. And as Cochran's first pitch is in the dirt. And if the Dragon baseball boosters are looking for bribery for some free advertising, that sausage sandwich is the way to go. If you happen to be in the area and looking for a little snack, come on down, pick one of those up. It's a 1-0, misses low for ball 2. Fresh peppers and onions grilled on top of that thing too. 2-0 coming from Cochran to Ian Miller, and he skies that one. Brian under it at third and makes the catch. One away for Colin Reichel. Struck out in the second, singled in the third. Drove in a run with that third inning single. And he puts that one into shallow left, Sheen under it, and he'll make the catch. Quickly 2 away here in the fifth. And Nick Engels steps in. He's singled and grounded out. Swings and misses at that pitch. And Cochran's 0-1. Misses low for ball 1. The 1-1 to Engels is grounded down the third base line, but foul. And probably a good thing we're getting this one in today. I'm not sure about the region, but I know here locally in Warren County, it's supposed to be some thunderstorms tomorrow and then possibly snow on Sunday. It's Cochran breaking pitch on the 1-2 for a called strike 3. Quick inning for Cochran. 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. 5th strikeout of the game for Cochran. And quick inning will put the Dragons back to bat. We'll come back bottom of the 5th inning. High school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, There's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyync.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
5-0 Meadville, bottom of the fifth inning here from Legion Field in Warren. Brock Bryan, Colin Zadarko, and Felix Valencia due up for the Dragons. And Rocco Woodrow gets Bryan swinging and missing on the first pitch. Woodrow's 0-1, low for a ball.
Kid. Let's roll here.
The 1-1 coming to Bryan is lifted to second base and caught there by Filippa. And so Colin Zadarko will step in. Woodrow's first pitch in there for a strike. Woodrow winds and fires and pulls the string and has Zadarko well out in front of that one. Runs the count to 0-2. And that pitch fouled back and out of play. The 0-2 to Zadarko. Outside for a ball. Woodrow with the 1-2, and Zadarko grounds that one down the third base line, but foul. Still 1-2 on Zadarko. One away here, bottom of the fifth inning. 5-0 Meadville leading Warren. Woodrow winds and fires and up high. Evens the count at 2-2. The 2-2 to Zadarko. Swung on and missed for strike three. The ninth of the game for Woodrow. Two away here in the fifth. As a left fielder, Felix Valencia steps in. Woodrow winds and fires, and that one's grounded to third. Up with it is Kleist, and over to first for the out. A 1-2-3 inning for the Dragons here in the fifth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. And we head to the sixth with Meadville leading Warren 5-0. It is high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, Then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when you say so.
9-1-2 due up for the Bulldogs here in the 6th inning. Meadville leading Warren 5-0. Brian Hagberg with you on the YDL Sports Network. Aiden Kleiss steps in, is struck out and flown out. As Carter Cochran's first pitch is in for a strike. And the 0-1 a bit inside. The 1-1 is low and away. It's a 2-1 now on Aiden Kleiss, the Bulldogs' third baseman. And that one catches the outside corner, evens the count at 2-2. Cochran with the 2-2, breaking pitch in there for strike 3. Sixth strikeout for Cochran here this afternoon. And Jacoby Thompson will step in. He flew out to center on the first pitch that he saw, and then singled and scored in the third, and singled and came home on the Braden Miller 2-run homer in the fourth. Fouls that one out of play. And the 0-1 in there for strike 2. Cochran winds and fires, just missed on the outside corner. 1-2 now to Thompson. And the breaking pitch got him swinging for the second out. 7 strikeouts now for Cochran. Braden Miller will step in. Lined out in the first, walked and scored in the third, and then hit a 2-run homer in the fourth. Takes low there for a ball. The 1-1 catches the outside corner. And swinging strike 3, Miller takes off, and he's going to get to first as that ball goes into the outfield, and then they nearly got him picked off as he made a big turn.
Blue, what number is that kid?
So Gio Giles will come in as a courtesy runner for Miller. And Henry Biggs DeSantis will step in with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Hey, Todd, tell those guys he's at 91.
And that one's grounded to short. Sheen up with it, flips to Franklin at second for the force out. And that will end the Meadville half of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left on an error. And we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Meadville 5, Warren nothing. It's high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Legion Field in Warren. Meadville leading the Dragons 5-0. Chase, Franklin, and Snyder due up for Warren here in the home half of the 6th. Rocco Woodrow still pitching, catches the outside corner for a strike to Brady Chase. And it gets him to swing and miss. Runs the count to 0-2. Woodrow with the 0-2, down low for a ball. And 1-2 taken outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Woodrow with the 2-2. Fouled back and out of play. Two and two to Brady Chase. Catches the outside corner for strike 3 and the 10th strikeout of the game for Rocco Woodrow. Second baseman Jacob Franklin steps in. Franklin looking for his first hit of the season. Takes a ball. Yeah, no hits, but a 500 on base percentage coming in. And drawn 4 walks at Franklin. And swings and misses at that pitch. And the cloud cover has moved in. It was nice and sunny when this game started. The clouds have rolled in a little bit, and the temperatures dropped a few degrees for sure. Swings and misses at the 1-1. Woodrow fires a 1-2 up high for a ball. Two and two to Franklin. And the breaking pitch in there for strike three. And so now the lineup turns over. It's Eli Snyder, the catcher. Grounded out in the first. Has the Dragons only hit so far, a single in the fourth. Fouled that one down left field line. Lifts that one into right field. Coming under it and making the catch is Reichel. And so it is another 1-2-3 inning for Woodrow. And we head to the top of the seventh. Your score, Meadville 5, Warren nothing. High school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow down at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 2225 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's with locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Yeah, back here at Legion Field in Warren as we head to the top of the seventh inning. Meadville 5, Warren nothing. And it is Filippa, Woodrow, and Ian Miller due up for the Bulldogs.
I got our guys at 92 and your guys at 75. 75, you got my
And so Cochran going to start this inning, and unless it's a very quick outing here in the seventh, going to see him come out at some point. Comes into the inning with 92 pitches so far. Winds and fires to A.J. Filippa up high for a ball. Filippa has walked, reached on an error and a fielder's choice so far. Scored a run. And it takes inside for ball two. The 2-0 is low for ball three. And the 3-0 to Filippa. Catches the inside corner for a strike. Cochran with the 3-1, and that one is grounded to second. Franklin up with it, and on to first for the out. And we've got a substitution here is number 10. Gavin Cheney is going to step in and hit for Woodrow. And the first pitch to Cheney is lifted into center field for a base hit. So Cheney steps in cold and singles to center.
He's at 98 right now.
And that'll bring up Ian Miller, the shortstop. 1 for 3 so far this afternoon. Had a single in the third. And takes a ball. And this will be the last batter for Carter Cochran. I'm going to go over 100 pitches here. And that one's poked into right. Way back. And Chase lost track of it. That's going to be down for a hit. And it's a double for Ian Miller. And that will be the end of the day for Carter Cochran. Over 100 pitches now. It looks like they're going to turn to Brock Bryan. And hitting or batting in place of Reichel is going to be number 9, Colton Redden.
Pretty sure the score of those two guys that can ship for
And so we'll get the totals here momentarily for you for Carter Cochran. So we close the book on Cochran. He goes 6 1/3, gives up 5 runs, 4 earned on 9 hits, had a pair of walks and 8 strikeouts for Cochran. And again, just a straight switch here. Cochran goes over to third for Brock Bryan.
Let's go, kid.
And an update from softball behind us in the bottom of the 5th inning. Warren leading Meadville 10-5. And Bryant's first pitch is in there for a strike. 2 on, 1 out for Colton Redden. Now pinch hitting for Colin Reichel. And went down low for a ball. And the 1-1 Redden in there for a strike. And that one poked down the right field line, but foul. So 1-2 to Colton Redden. Brock Bryan from the stretch. Runners at second and third. And Brian pulls the string and gets a called strike 3. And that'll bring up Nick Engels. 1 for 3 this afternoon. Singled in the second, grounded out in the third, and struck out in the fifth. First pitch from Brian is up high. The 1-0 Engels. Outside for ball 2. 2 on, 2 away here, top of the 7th inning. Meadville with a 5-0 lead. And that pitch outside for ball 3. See how aggressive the Bulldogs want to be here on 3-0, and doesn't matter because that one's up high for ball 4. Bases loaded after the 2-out walk to Nick Engels for Aiden Kleist. 0 for 3 so far this afternoon. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the 7th. Meadville with a 5-0 lead. And gets a swing and a miss on the changeup, does Brock Bryan. The 0-1. This is just outside. Brian with the 1-1. And that one's a dribbler, and Brian unable to field it cleanly. And then throws over to third. Cochran unable to hold it. And now 2 runs are in, and runners will be at second and third. Dragons throwing the ball around the infield a little bit here in the 7th inning. And so that'll turn the lineup over to Jacoby Thompson. He skies that one way up high. Bryant calls it out and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits and an error. 2 runners left on base. We go to the home half of the 7th inning. Dragons, a lot of work to do if they want to keep this one going. It's 7-0 Meadville High School Baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Afrido Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegany, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegany, PA.
Yeah, guys, you're going at 75. So we have to do something if we're going to get them out of
And we are back here at Legion Field in Warren. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. And the Dragons trailing the Bulldogs 7-0. Brady Sheen, Carter Cochran, and Tage Wyman due up for Warren as Rocco Woodrow looks to finish off a complete game here. And again, update from the softball game behind us in the top of the 6th inning with 1 away. It's Warren 10, Meadville 5. Sheen swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1, and that one's grounded right back and off of Woodrow's glove. He comes up with it and then throws it away. And now Sheen is going to slide into second base. And the Bulldogs have a little trouble with it, but after the headfirst slide, Sheen's going to stay right there at second after reaching on the error. Pair of them, actually. And so a runner on second base for Carter Cochran. And unable to check his swing there, takes a strike. The 1-0 to Cochran is up high. One and one. And no pitch as the umpire stepped out. And Woodrow kind of in a hurry, at least seemed like to try to finish off this game. So no pitch there. It's still 1-1 to Cochran. Sheen at second base. And Woodrow pulls the string, gets a swing and a miss. One and two now to Cochran. Good stop there by Miller behind the dish. And that's in there for a called strike three. One away, and now an even dozen strikeouts for Woodrow. As the designated hitter, Tage Wyman, steps in. Swings and misses at first pitch. Sheen at second, reached on an error. Went to second on a second error. Wyman grounds that one to short. Up with it is Ian Miller over to first. A big stretch. They called him out, and now they're going to appeal down to home plate. And certainly from our position, it looked like Biggs DeSantis' foot came off the base on the stretch, and that is the call. And so Sheen goes down to third. Wyman is at first for Brock Bryan. Takes low and inside for a ball. Runners on the corners now, one away. Dragons trailing 7-0. Woodrow trying to finish this one out. Throws that one in there for a strike. Has pitched a gem so far. 6 1/3 inning, just one hit and a dozen strikeouts. And that pitch misses outside, makes it 2-1. The 2-1 to Bryan is fouled back. Go, 2-2 coming to Brock Bryan. A little change up, and Bryan fouls that one off. Woodrow with the 2-2 misses up high, and they throw down to first. Nearly caught Wyman jogging back to the bag. And now a full count to Brock Bryan at the plate. Woodrow delivers and misses outside. So that'll fill up the bases with one out for Colin Zadarko. And that may be the end of the day for Rocco Woodrow. Or Tarleone's just going to try to settle his team down. And I'm going to let Woodrow try to finish this one out. That was his first walk he's issued. And so now it'll be Colin Zadarko stepping in with the bases loaded and one out. Dragons trailing 7-0, but Zadarko with a chance to make things really interesting here in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch in there for a strike. And the 0-1 misses low and inside.
Max, have fun.
Again, bases loaded here in the 7th inning. Woodrow to this point had only allowed 2 base runners all game. And breaking pitch falls in for strike 2. 1-2 now on Zadarko. Woodrow winds and fires, misses up high. Two and two for Zadarko. One away here, bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded to Dragons, and Zadarko well out in front of the changeup for strike 3. And Dragons down to their last out here as Felix Valencia steps in. And Woodrow at 96 pitches, probably going to be his last batter. First pitch in there for a strike, and Woodrow would certainly like it to be the last batter and get out of this and finish the complete game here. The 0-1 to Valencia. Up high for a ball. Woodrow with the 1-1. And Valencia pounds that one into left field, and unable to make the catch is Engels. 1 run is in, a 2nd run is in, and Valencia is into second with a double. And that will be it for Woodrow. So Sheen and Wyman score on the 2-run double by Valencia. And we'll see who the Bulldogs are going to turn to here with 2 outs in the 7th. And so it'll be Jacoby Thompson coming in. Try to close this one out for the Bulldogs. As I'm starting to feel some sprinkles moving in, so so hopefully we can finish this one out. And so it'll be Thompson to face Brady Chase. 2 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 7-2. Meadville leading Warren. Bulldogs looking to spoil the Dragons' home opener here. And in the softball game that's going on behind us through 6, Warren leads Meadville 10-5. And so we'll see if Thompson can close this out. Brady Chase steps in. First pitch misses low for a ball. The 1-0 to Chase. Down the middle for a strike. Thompson with the 1-1. At the knees for strike 2. Thompson with the 1-2. Misses low for a ball. Two and two now to Brady Chase. And Thompson with the breaking ball gets a called strike 3. And that closes out this one. Your final here from Legion Field in Warren. Meadville 7, Warren 2. Don't go anywhere. We will be back with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. This is high school baseball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Have a fender bender? We can mend her at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Iafrito Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegheny, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegheny, PA.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow down at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 22250 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's a go.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Howdy, rodeo fans. The North Washington Rodeo saddling up August 12th through the 16th. Y'all come see bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and more. Gates swing open at 6 p.m. Show kicks off at 8. Get there early. Chow down at the social hall from 4 to 7 with nightly specials. Missing dinner? No sweat. We got heaps of concessions during the show. Find us at 2225 Oneida Valley Road, Petrolia, PA. Mosey on over to northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo for details. Rain or shine, this show's a go.
Welcome into the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show here from Legion Field in Warren. Your final Meadville 7, Warren 2. And we'll get you an update. The softball game going on behind us. They are in the top of the 7th inning, 2 outs. Meadville trailing Warren 10-5. The Bulldogs do have runners on first and second with 2 away there in that softball game. But again, the final here from Warren in the baseball action is Meadville 7, Warren 2. And just getting some totals here for the Dragons and Bulldogs. We'll give you some final numbers here in just a second. And so for the Dragons, just 1 hit in this one belonged to Eli Snyder, singled in the 4th. Or 2 hits in this one. Snyder singled in the 4th, and Valencia hit a double, a 2-run double in the 7th. Drove in both Warren runs, and again, now that softball game has gone final 10-5. Warren over Meadville, the final there in softball action. And so Snyder 1 for 3, Valencia 1 for 3 with 2 runs driven in. And on the pitching diamond, Carter Cochran goes 6 1/3, gives up 5 runs, 4 earned on 9 hits with 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. Brock Bryan goes 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 runs with a strikeout. And for the Bulldogs, Jacoby Thompson was 2 for 4 with a couple of runs scored. Braden Miller was 1 for 3, including a big 2-run home run for the Bulldogs. Henry Biggs DeSantis went 2 for 3 with a run driven in. Ian Miller was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Colin Reichel was 1 for 3, and Nick Engels was 1 for 3. And we'll get the camera and the headset on our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. He's getting mic'd up. I'm going to grab the camera so you can take a look at our player of the game. Pardon me while I pull this thing off the fence, and we'll get sage advice as Coach walks by, and we'll turn Rocco's mic up here so he can hear us, and then we'll get him framed up, and our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg, player of the game, Meadville's Rocco Woodrow. Rocco nearly win a complete game this afternoon. Had a little trouble there in the 7th inning, but what was working so well for you on the mound today?
It worked a lot of off speed, a lot of locating. Last season struggled with locating a lot. Worked on that a lot over the season so far, and I'm just happy to get dialed in.
Dialed in, you were at one point struck out 6 or 7 straight batters, and again that off-speed pitch was working really well for you today. How much of that is you having a feel of when you think you're going to be able to get hitters to maybe chase or get out in front of that?
I like to mix it up a lot. Have them off balance, maybe fastball 2 times, throw something else. Just got to keep on working on work a variety.
And certainly you did over a dozen strikeouts today. You run your total up to 30 for the season. But I think more importantly for you, you guys get back to 500 on the year, move to 2-2 overall. And how important was it to get a region win on the road here this afternoon?
Feels a lot. We had a week of practice. Last week didn't have the best week, didn't play the best, didn't have the best attitudes. Came in this week, had to come in strong, a lot of heart. Work all 7 innings to get the job done.
And so when you have a week like this, I mean, you guys were originally supposed to play this game on Tuesday, I think it was, and just keep getting pushed back. What do you do to keep yourself mentally ready in some of those situations that you see a lot of early season here?
You just got to keep on putting work in. When we don't have the games to get canceled or whatever, we got to get right back in the barn, practice. Get working.
So this is a team that. For all intents and purposes, you're probably going to see 3 times this year, twice at region play. They'll be your opponent in the district playoffs as well. How important was it to get the first win of the 3 times here?
Feels really good. Builds a lot of confidence. We'll go in a whole lot more confident next time. Feels great.
And as a pitcher, how much confidence does it give you when you see you guys go out, put up a 3 spot, Brain comes out, hits a big 2-run homer in the next inning? How much confidence does that give you on the mound?
It makes me comfortable. It makes me a lot more set in. The nerves aren't as high. I can just get comfortable, pound the zone, do my thing. Feels great.
All right, and I'm sure it feels great you get the win here this afternoon. Our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Meadville's Rocco Woodrow. Rocco, congratulations on the win. Good luck the rest of the way.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We will be right back with more of the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show right here on the YDL Sports Network.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Have a fender bender? We can mend her at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
22 years.
Now we're back here on the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. Again, your final here from Legion Field in Warren, Meadville 7, Warren 2. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in here this afternoon. Stay tuned to the YDL Sports Network, D910sports.com, yourdailylocal.com for more games, recaps, photos, interviews, videos, and more. And again, hopefully we can get some more of these in, though the weather for next week not looking very promising, but hopefully we can get some more in for you in the coming weeks. So again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And this is Brian Hagberg on the YDL Sports Network saying have a good weekend here from Warren.